Is going on, everybody? It is your boy Matt Stingray. Thanks for checking in to the Watch channel. Guys, today we are going to take a look at the VAER D5 Pacific Diver. But before we do that, quick wristwatch check. What am I rocking today? Today I am rocking my Tag Heuer Formula 1. It's just a solid quartz watch, man. It's pretty cool. So let's get this bad boy over to the table and take a look at the VAER D5 Pacific. And let's rock this watch. All right, guys, so here it is. The VAER D5 Pacific USA Diver. Let's just take a look at the dial here. Get a nice close-up shot of the dial. Yeah, man, it looks strikingly familiar to another watch. But we'll talk about that later. So let's get into the specs and features of this watch. This watch has a 40.3 millimeter case diameter. It is 13.8 millimeters thick to its domed sapphire crystal. It's a heavily domed sapphire crystal, but it's cool. It is 45.9 millimeters lug to lug. However, it is one of those watches that has male end links. So the actual overall length that will hang off of your wrist is 52.8 millimeters. So keep that in mind. It has a 20 millimeter lug width. It is powered by the Miyota 9039. It has 200 meters of water resistance. It has a signed 3 o'clock screw down crown. Okay. The bracelet is 20 millimeters tapering down, very nice taper, down to 18 millimeters, down to the stamped clasp. You know, it is friction fit, which is, in my opinion, not the best. However, the clasp is milled. The buckle or is stamped here. It does have 4 positions of micro adjust though. So you get a lot of adjust with this, and it does have the security fold over. So the friction fit, I would like to see something different, but you do eliminate the little pushers and buttons on the side with a friction fit clasp. So one could argue that it is a little bit more streamlined. You know, this is, by the way, let's go back to the dial here. It does have a ceramic bezel insert. Does have AR coating on the crystal, as you can see. It's very nice. It does look like it has the, what do you call it? Aged loom, the old-fashioned loom, the antique loom, whatever you want to call it. But it is like an off yellow color to make it look, you know, older than it is. But it's pretty cool. This is, guys, well, you know what? Let's look at the back of the watch here. As you can see through case back. It also has AR coating on the case back. Signed VAER rotor. It's pretty cool, man. It's a nice watch. It has quick release spring bars, so you can take the bracelet on and off very quick and throw it on the strap or whatever. Bracelet is held together with split pins. It is kind of thin, so it feels a little bit, I don't know, jangly. It's not, it's machined beautifully. All right. It's not, it ain't janky or cheap in any way, but it is kind of thin, and thin bracelets, they have positives and negatives, man. They are lighter. So that's definitely a positive. However, to me, and I've heard this opinion from other folks, they tend to seem kind of cheap when the thinner they are. So just take that in mind. This is a homage to an Omega Seamaster, the older style. But it's a very well done. It's very well made. This is assembled in the U.S. Okay, so it's a really nice watch. As you can see there, it says VAER at the 12 o'clock and 660 feet, so it's 200 meters of water resistance, as stated before, automatic, and it says at the bottom, American assembly. So that's pretty darn cool. So let's get a wrist shot and see what this looks like. How you would be wearing this in the wild and how cool you would look rocking this watch. All right, man. Yeah, so there it is. Very cool. Lights are catching the AR coating there. It's a nice watch, especially if you're into homages, and it's a very well built watch, if you don't mind the few little nitpicky things I had with it. So let's get a lume shot and see what the lume looks like. So there it is, man. It's a pretty good lume, actually. It's very cool. So let's flip this camera around and go get the final thoughts. All right, guys, so there it is, the VAER D5 Pacific USA Diver. Guys, what do you think about VAER watches? Do you have any experience with them? I think it's very well built. I mean, it is assembled. Does have parts from overseas, but it is assembled in the USA, and it's a very nice watch. The friction fit clasp and the bracelet seems a little thin, but other than that, it's a really cool watch. So let me know what you guys think about VAER as a brand, and even if you have experience with this watch, let me know. So guys, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and as always, rock that watch.